Bismillah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wa bihi nasta'inu ala umri dunya waddin. Wa ala alihi washabihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. First of all, the most important thing, let's thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us His merciful, blessed, health and opportunities so we can join this amazing event being to us by State Islamic University Raden Fatah. Thanks for the organizer. You are doing great job for this event. And don't forget to send salam and salawat to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala sayyidina Muhammad. The person who has guided us from the darkness age to the brightness age. Ladies and gentlemen, and the honorable judge, I am Muhammad Akbar as a representative of English Department Student Association of State Islamic Institute Bone or IAIN Bone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, in developing human qualities, education is really essential for us. By education, we can increase our value as a human being. Also by education, we can become a useful person for our society, nation, and country. Therefore, the government, together with educational experts, looking for the best way to elevate our education in order so we can get a qualified human. But something tragic happened in Indonesia. Based on the data from the Central Statistic Agency reported that there were about 314,363 criminal cases in Indonesia during 2016 to 2019. And the worst of it, some criminals also came from the intellectual persons such as the officials who robs the people's money. Or should I tell you, the latest cases that involve our two ministers? I think it's enough. But this is a tragedy, considering that they are the face of the government in Indonesia. They are the perfect example of a good Indonesian, but they act the opposite. Now we are wondering, what happened with our education? Does it really improve us in any aspect of a human being? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the importance of emotional and spiritual intelligence in developing human qualities. Ladies and gentlemen, one famous figure, David Goleman, the person who makes the idea about emotional intelligence became popular, explained that emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize the feelings of ourselves and the others, and the ability to manage the emotion in relation of ourselves and the others. By this, we can understand that people who has good emotional control will able to keep their negative emotion, will be always act as good as they can. That's why we're comfortable to be with them and to trust them. And the perfect example of this is Triris Marini. It's rare to see a mayor in the early morning came from one office to another office and watch her subordinate and the other officials, and always get really mad when the officials and her subordinate doing some mistakes that will disadvantage the Surabaya's people itself. Apart from that, spiritual intelligence is also important in developing human qualities. An expert, Ari Ginanjar Gunawan, explained that spiritual intelligence is the ability to give worship meaning in every aspect of our life. By this we can understand, person who has good spiritual intelligence will always be grateful for what they have. And I also believe not all the problem we can solve by our intelligence. Sometimes we need the God's help to escape from critical situation in our life. For instance, in certain point of our life that we are in our lowest and deepest point of our life, that we need someone to hold, but there's no one to help us. The only thing that we can do is to prostrate to our God, worship, hopefully that we can escape from that situation, and the situation will become better for us. And for instance, the perfect example of the person who has good emotional, spiritual, and also intellectual intelligence is our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a person who has greatest attitude ever in the world. It took only one person to spread Islam to become the fastest religion growth in the world. That's the importance of spiritual and emotional intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe emotional and spiritual intelligence is really a fundamental needed in developing human qualities in Indonesia, so we can get not just a qualified human in intellectual, but also qualified human in their attitude, act responsible, and always be a good person. This is our job as agents of change, to start the change. Start the change from yourself, from ourselves, and start the change to people around us. I believe by this, there will be a good, better, a good future in Indonesia. I believe that. And I think that's all that I can tell you. I'm sorry for all the mistake, because I'm just a normal person, and all the goodness and rightness always come from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.